Hi guys. I had actually recorded quite a few different bits and pieces of the seedlings I had in the house right after I did the tour of the garden. But I never got around to editing it, and when I did, I realised that there was too much noise and things going on in the background, so the quality wasn't great, so I thought I'd just quickly redo it. So obviously some of these seedlings are a lot bigger now than when I did the last recording, but I'll show you anyway. So along this side I've got my cucumbers. I can't remember what the name of them was. It was an F1 variety called Telepathy. And then right beside it I've got my gherkins. These are called Hocus. So basically this row here. Then right beside that I've got 4 aubergines. I'm not sure what kind they are. They're just out of a mixed packet of aubergines. In that corner there I've got some cuttings I took from blackcurrant bush that I've got outside. These ones right here are just a bought melon from the supermarket that I took seeds from. Just a normal honeydew melon. And then this row right here is peppers. And just a normal variety. It's called California Wonder. I think it's quite a common variety that a lot of gardeners use. And then this is my grow light setup. I'll move on to the next place because I can actually hear a beagle puppy getting really jealous that she's not getting out to come and play. Isn't that right, Coos? So right here I've got my potatoes chitting. I know that there's a lot of different ways of doing it. Everything from putting them in a egg carton for a week just until they start throwing out small chits and then putting them straight into the soil. But a woman in Sweden who's a really good gardener, she's got a great informative blog and a good YouTube channel as well. Her name's Sarah. She does it like this and seems to have a lot of success with it. So never having grown potatoes before, I was concerned about blight, because it's something that a lot of gardeners speak about when it comes to growing potatoes. So I wanted to try and make sure that mine would be developed before they were in the ground. As well, with it being a shorter growing season in Sweden because of the cold lasting longer, I thought it might be a better idea to go full on and get them to grow a decent root structure and sprout before I put them out into the garden. Right here is King Edward's. The ones with elastic bands are to keep them separate because I ran out of room for them. Those two are Highland Burgundy, and that one's Highland Burgundy as well. So's that one. The white petals keep falling off of my lemon tree. In the corner there, staked up by drinking straws, is sea berry. The ones that I got seeds from the neighbour's garden, so they've done really well. Almost every single one of them germinated. The only thing I did find though was that the seed coating seemed to be so hard that it cut off some of its own stems. Sorry, I had to switch a light on. Right here is my new lemon tree. So the next group of seedlings I've got another one of those grow lights here as well. I've just listed it so you can see what I'm doing. In here I've got green broccoli, so just normal broccoli. I can't remember the name of the variety right now. It's just along this row here, that's all broccoli. And at the front here, it's mixed lettuce, so it's just a mixed bag of seeds, so I'm not sure what variety any of them are. And up at the back here, I've got kale. They need to be potted on now. Right here, not vegetables, but fruit anyway. These 4 little seedlings here are grapefruit. And here is blood orange. I've got loads of blood orange. Hi guys. So as you can see, it's actually dark outside now. I sat down to do the editing for this video and found that there was still far too much background noise on the filming I did in this room. This is my bedroom. This is where I have the most. This is where I have most of the seedlings because I have plenty of room on the shelf here. These right here are my early potatoes. This variety is called Timo. The root structure on these is really good, but there's only actually one of them that's begun to sprout. Right there. Just one. The other variety I've got in here, this is the 4th variety. This one's called Aaron Victory, and this one actually started sprouting really quickly. You can see it's one of them's gotten really far along. So I think I'll probably have to plant these in the next couple of days, and I'll record that. I just have to decide whether or not they're going to go into the raised beds or into the 10-litre pots, because I'm planning on doing 2 varieties in the beds and 2 in the pots. I was originally going to do them all in the pots, but that would have been 48 pots, and that would have been slightly too much. Here I've got my red onions. They look really sad and tired at the moment, but that's because I potted them on yesterday, so they're still finding their footing and putting their roots out to establish themselves again. Another punnet of potatoes, but these are just King Edwards. In this box here, I've got my purple sprouting broccoli. They need watered, I see. So it's these 2 rows here, the first row here and the second row here. They need potting on as well, desperately, probably in the next couple of days. I'm not sure why, there's just one of them has failed to thrive. Right at the back there is a tub of 1 red onion. When I'd sown the when I'd sown that lot of red onion, the germination was quite poor. So I sowed some more, but then only 1 came from the seeds, even though they were new seeds from this year. They weren't old seeds or anything. I'm not sure if I maybe packed the soil too hard or something. Right here are some Heirloom Melons. These are a Cantaloupe Melon called Minnesota Midget. And I'm not sure why, but they've been really, really fussy. This is basically the result of a full packet of, I think, 16 seeds. I have 2 large plants that survived, and then I have 2 small ones. The 2 large ones I planted at the same time as 6 other seeds. Only 2 have survived to this size. I think it was 1 or 2 failed to germinate completely, and then the rest have died at different, differing stages. Some of them died when they were really small, and some of them died when they were getting a bit bigger, and just kind of collapse for no reason at all. So I don't know what I've done wrong, and then out of sheer panic that I was only going to have 2 melon plants and didn't know if that was enough or if I could keep both alive until planting out in the greenhouse, I sowed the rest of the seeds, and the product of that was 3 tiny plants. As you can see, this one is not looking too clever with its brown and sickly looking leaf, and the other one's not grown at all in the last week or so. And there was a third one that I recorded the last time I did the seedling video, and it's actually died in between that video and this video. So I don't know if maybe the heirloom varieties may be too difficult for me, or if I'm just not suited to that one, or if it's not suited to beginners. I don't know. But the melons have been my downfall so far. They've really not wanted to work. And then after that, it's probably the red onions not really wanting to germinate either. And so I don't know, it might just be sets and seedling plants for those 2 things in the future. This is my tomato box. So the outer 3 rows here are all cherry tomatoes. They're actually just a cherry tomato mix I bought from the supermarket that I took seeds from. So the outside here are a brown purple coloured cherry tomato, and the name on the box was Chocomato for that variety, but I'm not sure. I did look for it and I couldn't find any seeds online called that, so I don't know if it's maybe just a registered name made by the supermarket. The one in the middle here is a yellow one. It didn't have a name other than just yellow cherry tomato. And the one here is the red one, and that was called Romantica. Again, I couldn't find any seeds with that name, so I don't know if it's maybe just the registered trademark. And then on the outside here is Subarctic Plenty. I think, and it could be a fake memory that I've got myself mixed up with something else, but I think I'd read that they were created in Canada. And my thinking behind it was if they worked and thrived in the climate in Canada, they would probably do quite well here because the climate can be quite similar. But they're looking very healthy. Good big plants. But they need to be planted on as well. So I need to get pots that fit their size. Thank you very much for watching my new video, and thank you to all the new subscribers and lovely comments and encouragement I've gotten from everyone. I hope you have a fantastic day and a fantastic night. Bye. There, snoring beagles. Hello, Cooey.